I don't consent to live streaming.
I don't care if you don't consent to live streaming.
I am offended.
Because for all of those that are joining us, welcome to Crashing Game Night. My name is Matt Jarrow, your host. We're joined by two people sitting down in the great Phoenix, Queensland, Queen Creek area. The beanied one, Gerard Barrera. And
Hello.
the big face one, Theo Wolski.
What is up, everybody?
Hello, all the fellow nerds. What's up? That's right. Had a little special visit this week, and we're
BFE of Arizona.
That is right.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't consider Queen Creek the BFE of Arizona.
It's a very pleasant BFE, but it's pretty BFE.
It is 20 minutes from the
Like
airport.
an oasis in the middle of nowhere.
Well, where you're going, yeah. And then the Cub has returned.
Yeah.
The no main.
Oh, no, I still got the backside, man. I still got the backside.
Well, but still.
Oh, you still got the party in the back?
Oh, of course, you got to party in the back.
Okay, so
So are you like the mullet equivalent of a lion?
new
like
version-
all
hold on.
business in the front
We've
and then
got
all
the-
mane in the back.
Nope. The new version of Billy Ray Cyrus.
Oh,
Jason.
What the heck?
I like it. That was good.
What the heck? How's
know
it going, guys? How's it going?
You know what? Because
today?
he's got
Oh
the
my
party
God.
in the bag.
For those that are just listening to the
Jesus.
podcast, right? Jason decided to go and shave. So he
Like-
doesn't have that nice
Yeah, it's
beard
very weird.
anymore. He's all baby faced. I mean,
Honestly,
honestly,
it's
You
still
can
got the
actually see his
scruff.
teeth.
I can't go straight full shave, man. I don't know when the last time I was fully shaved was when I got married.
You definitely
so.
have like
Yeah.
your indent, like at the 5 o'clock is already there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But it's weird.
How long did that
Yeah.
take? 30 minutes?
The Homer Simpson, so you just
Yeah.
shave.
Oh, ouch.
dang.
But yeah, no, it's how you guys been doing? How's it going,
So
guys? How's
we're-
it going today?
I'm just gonna say this. I'm gonna ask you guys how your weeks have been because we're not talking about mine.
Okay.
That's just
Yours has been
it's-
awful.
Mine's been an awful week.
Yeah.
I'm not at liberty to discuss why my week has been so awful, but just
It was
from
rough.
an
Like-
IT perspective, this is probably one of the
Yeah.
worst weeks that you would have in a career. I'll just put it that way.
At the
So,
very
ha-
least, it's not any fault of directly with you, which is nice.
With
It's
me,
just-
no,
yeah.
I am not
it just
responsible. in any
absolutely
way, shape,
ruined
or
your
form.
day because of an idiot. But
yeah.
still,
Yeah, we're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about how your weeks are doing. How are you guys doing? How are you?
I mean, I'm off all week.
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
Well, I only worked 2 days this week. That's
Jesus.
the last 2 days off.
And you
I
work
go back tomorrow, but I mean it's Friday, so like it really won't be a rough day. So I'm cool,
Get
man.
out of here, guys.
So wait, you couldn't get off? You couldn't get off Friday while Theo's there?
No, or Monday, because somebody already took it.
You guys have the worst PTO setup.
Yeah, I know. Well, technically, because we're in the same department, we can't have the same. Like, we can't schedule it the same day, even though I'm a completely different part of the department where we wouldn't intertwine. So
wait, hold
that's
on.
what I don't.
How many people are in your department?
Oh man, well, it's supposed to be close to 40, but we have 25, I think.
And they can't afford to have two people off at the same time. Man,
something like that.
yeah.
That's how they just don't let me.
My entire team is 6 people, and we can afford 3 people off at the same time.
Damn. So
So yeah,
there
My
you
team
go.
is-
like you're
my
just
team
Otherwise-
is hold on.
My
My
week
team
hasn't
is
been that bad.
My team
That
is
bad.
5 people, and we can afford to have 3 people off at the same time.
Jeez.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you, on some days we do a lot more than you got to do.
Yeah. Just I don't know.
So,
So those are the rules.
So Theo, how's the tourney going?
Yeah.
So today and yesterday was practice. Tomorrow was practice. So I haven't actually started the tournament yet.
Okay.
Practice yesterday sucks really bad. Primarily because I commuted the hour and a half during morning traffic to get up to the range early so that way I could.
Morning traffic. Okay, that's on you because
Yeah, that's
It
morning
is on
traffic.
me.
morning traffic
because-
sucks.
Well, I really wanted to get practice in early so that way Jerry and I had like all day to do whatever.
Mhm.
So at least I had good intentions of doing that. But otherwise, I had practice with coach this afternoon and just got back from that.
Nice.
That actually went pretty good. I actually shot pretty good. I finished my last end with a 52 out of 60.
Sweet.
So
That's
really,
good. Nice.
really on the high end for me because I normally average about like 39 or 40.
That Arizona wind, man. Apparently it's helping you out.
Actually, there was no wind, but yeah,
That Arizona dry wind,
No,
man.
he just got his coach over there sitting in disguise, playing like Robin Hood and
Right.
shooting Theo's arrows in the right direction.
Yep.
Men in tights.
All right,
Men in tights deal. Literally the
Oh.
eyebrows and nose.
right. So, Jason, how's your week been?
It's been this. So
But why?
Slick
But
and
why?
fresh. Like
No, it's-
yeah.
One is just
Are we?
I just I need to change, man. I need to feel it out. Like
we're not trying to
some-
impress some sort of CEO that recently visited.
No.
Or has an
okay.
interview coming up, maybe?
No. Pretty much it was just a lot of just needs to get done. Just I don't know, just needed a different change. Like it
get
started to pick up some heat over here, and it's like, okay, like and plus like it's weird having it with the mask, that little beard indent with the mask.
Mhm.
So I was like, you know what, just
I understand that.
took it off.
Yeah.
Just get a refresh, fresh it out again, like
Right.
regrow it, get it not so scraggly,
I get it.
Yeah.
Although my extent to that is like that's when I'll just go mustache. I'll never go ever go.
Dude, I have a
Baby
picture of
face.
me with just a mustache, and it's just no. Just
Matt,
all
will you
sorts of
ever
no.
grow a mustache? I feel like I've never once seen you with. a
I would
mustache
actually
or a
I would
full
like to see
goatee
that
or
actually.
anything.
A picture of me with
Um,
just a mustache?
No,
Oh,
there-
Matt.
I
Matt.
would not. I would not do just a mustache.
Yeah.
Really?
But what about a full
I mean,
goatee then?
I've grown. I mean, like honestly,
I've seen you with pretty
I've
much.
I
never
was
seen
looking-
you with
I
a-
was
Yeah.
looking a little
fur.
ragged. I was looking a little ragged on Wednesday. So yeah, this
No,
was all
I mean,
like,
like goatee is okay, like
no,
with the
this
full,
is
but
this is what I rock. This is
Okay.
This is me.
yeah.
I would like to see a mustache though. That would be.
You also want to see a beard too, and no, not
I would like to see
I
a
would
beard.
like to see
I
a
would like to
beard.
see a beard. That would be cool.
Well, look who's decided to pop in. What's up, Jethrin?
Oh,
What's going
up?
on, man?
We know
Jethrin.
Jason's unrecognizable, so
Yeah, if it wasn't for the
stranger
little
to everybody.
nameplate on the bottom, we would have never known. I should have changed that before coming in. It's okay.
Yeah, or at least worn a name tag on your shirt.
Let me see if I can find my little name badge somewhere around here.
So let's get down to it. There's a little bit of news and stuff to talk about. So first little bit of sad news that came out this week. I know you guys said before the show that he should have already retired, but Bruce Willis is retiring from acting.
I mean, he's earned
Just on
it,
the fact
too.
that
He's
but
earned retirement, too.
he was diagnosed with aphasia. And he's been fighting it for a little while. His family just finally came out and said, hey, this is what's going on. You're not going to see him. Which is sad because aphasia is something that affects the cognitive and speaking abilities of a person. So apparently he's been struggling really badly to talk and communicate effectively with everybody. So thoughts go out to
It
him
is unfortunate.
because
Yeah.
it's along the lines of with how Alzheimer's goes and stuff like that. So
Yeah, I would have at least really hoped for him to have a calm
Wow.
and peaceful retirement, at least.
youth outreach program, dude. Yep. I think that we can call the
Ready for
we can call
camp. Get ready
Jason
for
or-
summer camp.
send you off to band camp. And then the other thing that happened this
Why
week,
did you have to say that, Jason? Now I'm just picturing you in like those super short tan shorts. Like And,
Like in the What American
hey,
Summer.
hey, guys,
whistle around the neck.
no running, and you got to be on the trail.
Come on, guys. Let's
Let's stay on the trail.
Let's keep focus, guys. Let's focus on what Matt was saying, guys. Come on.
Anyways, so what
Oh
was
my
also came out this week is we got a new trailer and a pseudo release date for Top Gun.
Yes.
And
did not
in
watch
that
it.
trailer, Jerry, did you watch it?
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, I did.
So we got a nice ode to Iceman,
yeah.
and we got to see the F-14 Tomcat,
Okay.
which
He
not a lot of people.
comes out
So
of
here's the thing
retirement.
is, so here's the thing is, not a lot of people are going to recognize it, right? If you actually aren't an aficionado and know the Tomcat, right? You may think it's just any other plane that is battling the Su-50, I think it's a Su-37 Fulcrum or 57, one of the others. But in that scene where Rooster kind of slams forward and that jet kind of goes back in, those are the air intakes of the F-14 that are on each side of him.
Oh,
Because here's the thing is, they normally fly an F-18. The F-18 Hornet does not have those jutted out air intakes. So it is.
Don't
super
you
nice
have?
seeing-
Don't you have the Tomcat model?
Oh,
The
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 8 of them.
Well, I'm a visual learner. Can we see
Yeah,
one
can
of
we
these?
see one of these?
Yeah.
While he's getting that, like, I don't know.
But-
You guys excited for that?
I'll even
excited
do
for
the
it?
official, right? I'll even do
There you go.
Maverick. So
Oh, yeah, dude.
basically, these are these air intakes.
Oh,
So
okay.
how it juts out.
That's what allows it to that's what allows like Tom Cruise's move in the movie
So
for it to
when you watch,
to break, right?
yeah. So when you watch the scene, these are on each side of Rooster, and you can see it actually in the actual shot.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, so it's
I'm
out of
down.
retirement.
I'm down to watch it, but I'm not like
Oh
Rushing-
no, I'm
rushing
excited.
to-
Like, this looks
opening night
really
for
good.
me.
I mean, I'm the one that saw it literally for the first time last year.
yeah, but
so
even still,
it
it
counts.
gets it's got its moments, and it's a really good bro movie. But it's just, I don't know, like I don't feel
I
super
still
excited
I
for
still
it.
can't
You
get
know?
past the YouTube video that Pierre graciously showed
Oh,
me and
Lord.
Matt
Oh
of
man,
the
it just totally ruined the movie.
the great. It didn't ruin them.
Didn't ruin it, but it was like
So-
it made it
romance
real.
between-
To kind of show you what I'm talking about, I'll just pop this up really quick, right? So this is the F-18, right? So you can
See, there we go.
see how it's more
Visuals.
rounded out, where
Uh-huh.
versus in the trailer you'll actually see it. It's straight lined. It's the Tomcat.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it'll
You
be
think it's You think because it's like recorded so long ago, they use the models from then, and now it's more modernized, or
no. So basically, it was still. I mean, that's how the FA-18 looks, even current versus what it did 3 years ago. It hasn't changed. I think it'll be interesting to see what the story's like, being that the only country flying the F-14 right now is Iran.
Oh, okay.
And they don't specifically, even with Top Gun 1, right? They didn't specifically say who the aggressor was. It was just a
Okay.
plane with a star on it.
Oh right.
So I think that's going to be the same thing, is you're going to just have a plane with some markings on it that they're fighting and whatnot. But yeah, I can't wait to see that. I can't wait to see
Does it
Maverick
come out again?
in May.
May.
We are 2 months out.
We
May-
actually have like quite a number.
Yeah.
Coming out in May.
May's big.
May
May's
is
a big month.
Doctor. May is Top Gun. Isn't? Oh no. I guess Jurassic World is June, right?
June or July. Yeah.
Let's see here. What do we got coming? Here are the major releases.
I know it's that
So, yeah.
Umbrella Academy is coming this year though, man. I'm excited for that.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, no,
Oh, I
mean,
need to.
you've
I
only
need to
got-
refresh.
Yes.
You've got Doctor Strange.
Yep.
And Top Gun are the only two major ones coming out in May.
Oh, is
But
it?
no, I think Sonic 2 comes out too.
Sonic 2 is next week.
Yeah.
It is
Yeah,
I can't wait. I want to see that too.
April 8th.
Yeah.
So a week from tomorrow.
Sweet.
I mean, April's loaded because you've got Morbius, which
Yep.
comes out tomorrow, which has been getting super bad reviews.
Really?
Yeah.
We kind of expected it though.
You've got Sonic 2. You've got Michael Bay's new movie Ambulance.
Mhm.
Fantastic Beasts 3.
Oh, yeah.
Dumbledore.
Can't
Yeah.
wait.
Yep. Those are the big ones.
When does that one come out?
April 15th.
Okay.
Okay.
And then June, you've got Jurassic World.
Okay. Sure.
July is Thor: Love and Thunder.
Oh my God. Yes.
Oh, I didn't even know that was coming out in July. Have we had a trailer?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Okay.
Oh,
I would
but
imagine
also
we're
big
getting one.
scoop that I don't know if you guys heard, but we are getting Avatar 2 trailer, the debut for from Doctor Strange. So it's going to debut before Doctor Strange.
During the opening
During the previews, yeah.
previews.
The previews, yeah.
Interesting.
We're getting some like I think either a trailer or teaser trailer, but yeah, a trailer.
Probably teaser.
So that means we're getting Dances with Smurfs 2.
Sweet. I'm down because it was awesome.
I like that.
I feel like it should have been a one-off, man.
Yeah.
I was okay with it being a one-off. You know, it was Dances with Wolves in space, but it was a good Dances with Wolves in space. And I was totally happy with it being a one-off. I still have reservations with James. I think James Cameron wants to do like 4 or 5 movies.
Yeah, because he's got one that's supposed to be in the ocean too.
Right. Now that seems like Michael Bay overkill. Like, I was.
I mean,
cool with
even
a
Michael,
sequel,
even Michael Bay's come out and said he should have stopped on the Transformer movies. So
Yeah.
yeah, and now he's
They're just-
rebooting the franchise.
no, he's not. He's not even involved with it.
Oh, he's not.
No,
Oh, I thought he was.
no.
Oh, I thought he had some sort of involvement with but I mean, I like the direction that they're going full on CG after.
Yeah.
Michael Bay's last.
But
one.
here's my thing though: is now you're bringing on Predacons and all of that and Maximals.
But that's the last Michael Bay one. But
No.
once again, I don't understand it.
well, yeah. I mean, it's like, trying to make the whole Knights of the Round Table is the actual like Transformers and
I
stuff.
thought I thought that was a
a
very
reach.
clever reach, but still, like that was a reach.
So yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like with all the sequels, like the only one that I really want to see actually pull one off is District 9, man. Like,
Oh
I wouldn't
man,
mind-
I would.
But
But
love a
here's the thing
sequel.
though: District 9 was good to just
But
stand on its own though.
Also,
Too.
but
agreed.
it left you
Also a good one-off.
literally.
Yeah, but it left you like still having some hope. Like, oh, maybe he will come back.
Yeah,
Well, yeah.
and it
And,
literally
you
gave
know,
you a timeline.
But
and
I
you're
kind of
like,
agree. I also think that was a good one-off as well.
So in other news, E3 2022. The
You said it.
Which is still
It's
the all
done.
digital the all
again.
digital event is dead.
They're
It has
done.
been canceled, and the rumor is they're regrouping for 2023.
As long as they're not trying for a digital
I-
in 2023. If they try for a digital again, they're just
Yeah, they're
dead.
done.
That's it. It's dead. It's
Here's
dead.
my thing.
Dead.
Here's my thing. Even if they try to bring it back in person, I think E3 has now lost relevance officially.
Totally.
Mm,
So hear me out, Jason. Okay, the last
ahead.
one,
Yeah.
the last E3 was 2019.
Yes.
So you've got 19 to 20, 20 to
Well,
21, 21 to
had-
22.
We had
22
that
to
digital one
23.
that sucks.
no,
Really?
don't. We
That
don't
wasn't
count the
no, we
digital.
don't. We're not
It's
counting that. I am
Oh,
counting
okay.
in person.
in person. Yeah.
Like
All right.
Yeah.
so, you got 19 to 20, 20 to 21, 21 to 22, 22 to 23. So you're going to be going 4 years between physical events.
And they better not hope that they just
And-
get to do the same thing that they did last time and
And
hope that people will return
we've-
after 4 years.
And that's the thing is we've talked about this. Like 2019 sucked
Yep. It did.
when all of the media pretty much left after day 2,
Mhm.
and we were able to go see whatever we wanted.
And that was the thing. Like it wasn't that we weren't happy about that, but the thing that kind of concerned us, and we all saw it, like there's something wrong here.
Right.
Like,
it's not that they.
it like it was noticeable. Yeah. It was pretty noticeable that like no, dude, like no,
the floor was dead.
The media just. I
was
think they
done.
got what they needed.
Yep.
And the only place that was hopping completely 100% is Nintendo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They're the only ones that consistently had lines, no matter what day it was, no matter what time or whatever.
FF7.
Yeah, Square
FF7
Enix.
remake.
Even then, I mean, I got 2 passes.
Yeah. I didn't get a single pass. Thanks.
But
yeah.
Here's my thing: is I think
we've been saying Nintendo did it right though.
We've been saying this for a while though.
Ever since they made it public.
Since they added in the public passes to make up for EA and companies like that leaving, it went downhill.
Yep.
I mean, even to the point when you look at it, is PlayStation, a major player, had nothing. I mean, they had Marvel Spider-Man and they had Call of Duty 4 or Black Ops 4.
Yeah, it's
Black Ops 4 was like 4 screens.
It was already, and he was already out. Like it was just there to like fill space and like, oh no, let's let's have a tournament. Let's have a tournament at this corner.
They kept the exact same amount of space that they have every year, but they made it into a lounge center.
Yeah.
So for me, I think it's dead.
Great.
I really do. You know,
I don't even really know at this point what they could possibly do to revamp it.
Yeah,
because I mean it's all going to be dependent on the actual game companies, and it's going to be on ESA in order to make it worthwhile for the game.
Honestly,
I think the chips are stacked too high. Like I'm definitely like interested to see what they do, but I still feel like it's there's too much expectations for it, where I think it's not going to hit. And I agree. Like, I feel like it's dead and it sucks.
I think Nintendo has done such a good job without E3.
Yeah.
Especially since they're releasing demos for some of their newer games.
Because they were forced to try these new things, and these new things are working. And now you're right. Like you said in the beginning, now E3 has really lost relevance.
It has.
Yeah, but I still equate it to mainly with the public, because no offense to any type of demographic.
We have a Newman sighting.
Oh Jesus.
Uh-oh. Newman's decided to come hang out with us tonight after he spent most of the week hanging out with me at work.
Oh my God, enough of Matt.
I know, right? But no, I think I really think though. It's
no offense to any caliber of the public, but I mean, like when it was industry only, there was a certain amount of professionalism of the attendees, and as soon as it was public, it was like
I also
all you had was complainers or moochers, and that was it.
That is true. Like I feel like
can I complain we didn't get the level of swag that we used to once they started introducing the public?
And that's
also true. I think they stepped on all of that.
They mainly wanted to be public for the swag. And that's what ended up starting cutting it back.
I mean, Jason still got his shirt. I mean, Jason still got his
Final Fantasy. Every year, baby.
That's true. So I mean, like when Matt and I went, or whenever we went before with industry, that was like Matt and I's like, that's our shopping for the year. Like,
right?
we got our new wardrobe for the year.
I actually had to have fill up my suitcase, filled up my carry-on. It was almost to the point where you might need a second suitcase to bring stuff back.
And that was the thing too. Like the PlayStation store was like, that was one of the best stores they had out there, man.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like they had some really cool, like, and back then they had awesome exclusive E3 swag that you could buy.
Yeah.
And that was it. Like you could only get it from E3. Like that's what made it special too. Yeah. Yeah, that one was really
case
cool.
in point. Yeah. One that you could only get at E3.
Yeah. It's such a bummer. Like,
yeah,
but I feel the same way. I like, even if they do somehow announce like we're having a live, it's industry only, but I don't know, man. Like,
I don't think a lot of industry is gonna really. I mean, other than wanting to see each other and talk to each other and whatnot and hang out,
right?
Which everyone got to see. Did the DICE Awards and GDC and all that. I just don't. outside of that, I don't think anybody really wants to go to these anymore, just because they've lost so much relevance. And and now you've got Jeff Keighley with Summer Game Fest is firing all the cylinders now. As much as I don't want to just constantly see Jeff Keighley,
Mhm.
it's kind of taken over. It's taken the place of E3. It's taken the place of PAX.
Mhm.
So I mean, everything's moving constantly towards the digital realm. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. But for me, I think E3 2019 was the last E3. As much as we may not want to say it, I think that was the last one.
I have a feeling that as well.
I'm definitely open to see like what they announce, but I don't really have a lot of expectations.
I know that we all would want them to succeed and get back to
Absolutely,
doing
but it's
something
just
great, but
yeah.
with what they've shown, that it doesn't look like they know what they're necessarily needing to strive
Mm-mm.
for.
Yeah.
And there's so much kind of going against it right now because of everything going digital. All these bigger studios like just announcing their stuff digitally or like on YouTube. So it's
Man,
Microsoft has shifted to
with it.
digital events.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I think Microsoft could still put on something over at the Microsoft Theater on their own.
I mean,
not even have
miss
to
when
need you.
E3 was a televised event.
Yeah.
Like back in the day, like when you was like, oh, I need to call in sick from school so I can watch TV to watch E3.
Or
Once.
we'd have it going on our computers at work.
Yeah.
yeah,
Not everybody paying attention.
Yeah.
Especially with
So,
G4
yeah.
TV back.
Right. So yeah, we'll see what happens. So another thing announced this week, Nintendo kind of just out of the blue said, hey, by the way, here's 3 new games for Switch Online. So Dig Dug 2
All right.
for the Nintendo.
Oh, okay.
A game called Mappy Land, which I have no idea. It just looks like you're like a mouse cop or something.
Mappy Land?
Yeah, like it is. And Jethron was sitting there making comments before we went on air on Twitter. But yeah, literally, this is Mappy Land.
What the heck is that?
What?
I'm assuming
the
it was
heck is
over in Japan, maybe. I don't know.
Oh, I think you're right. Yeah.
It has to
But
be.
I
but
mean, at the very
Wow,
least,
weird.
The main
A cat
character's
and
name
mouse game?
Mappy, right? At
so
least that makes sense.
and then,
that his name is Mappy.
yeah, I don't know. And then on the Super Nintendo side, Earthworm Jim 2.
What?
Earthworm Jim.
Yeah, bro.
Earthworm
Oh.
Jim.
Yeah, buddy.
So, all right.
Oh, I'm down. I'm gonna
Let's
try
talk about
that.
this.
Oh,
Jason.
God.
Games.
Oh god.
Jason,
Hey, there's one that we
Do
like.
this.
hold on.
God.
So let's do this. So hold on. Let's talk about this. So we get another site. They're saying that's $30.
What?
Hugh. Okay. So Hugh, which Theo and I will sit
I
there
remember
and,
this.
and
We
talk a
bought-
high
I-
heaven.
You guys
about
got
this
bought
it
game.
addicted to this one for a while.
I own it on my Vita, my PlayStation, and
That's
my
right.
Switch. So they have a lot of my money. I will absolutely say this one is a fantastic addition. And everybody should try it. Then there's Outpost Kalaki X, which is basically you run a space station and you are building it out, like unlocking different shops and everything like that. I used to play the crap out of this game.
Really?
It's
Would
by
you
Ninja
agree
Beat.
with the price point?
Yeah, it's a $10 game. It's an Xbox game. I mean, I paid $10 for it.
Okay.
I mean, heck,
Yeah.
when it originally came out, I paid for like 15 on the 360. So, and then you've got MX versus ATV Live,
Terrible.
which was a pretty decent MX ATV game. So
Not worth
Not
$20.
not for
though.
20 bucks.
Not for $20.
not for $20 now, but maybe then. But
mean,
that being
like-
said, I mean, honestly, this is not a bad lineup this month for
I don't
games
know.
with gold. It really
Do you
is.
know another site? Do you know about that?
The lineup.
Um,
the lineup. Okay.
Switch
The
between
pricing, still, come on, guys. MX
Hold
ATV
on.
is not $20. Like,
No.
get out of here.
heck, I'd pay $15 for Hue again, personally.
Hugh
but,
is right on point. You
yeah,
know, indie game, $15
all right.
price.
So
you know, like,
another
easy
site
peasy.
Switch between two characters, the intrepid teen Kit and the mysterious red-furred cat Hodge, as you explore the late Victorian era London in this steampunk fantasy platform adventure with an emphasis on culture and character and packed with historical cameos. Focuses on emotional development and the relationship between its two protagonists as they rely on each other to traverse the cleverly designed levels. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's a platformer. So
Yeah, like $29, $30. I don't know. $20.
I don't know about that.
Probably. Probably
Maybe.
20 bucks.
but that being said, I mean, to me, because I
It's
played them,
close.
there's
Yeah,
two
this-
good. There's two good.
This
games.
isn't their worst one. I'd
Yeah,
say
no,
this is
no,
close to
It's
being
better
like,
than what we've gotten.
Yeah, way better than what we've
Um,
gotten. The price point is almost
And
there.
in the
yeah.
and
Almost
I want to say this
So I
just
have
in
no- I
the
have
in
no
the running
problems with
joke,
this.
in the running joke we've got going on with myself and the cross-plat chat group to which Jethrin is part of. Jethrin, I think we need to tell Matt that Outpost Kalaki X needs to be the GOAT over Bloodborne. Just saying.
What?
No, it's a running joke right now. Matt made
Okay.
a joke about Bloodborne being like the GOAT, right? And then the Pied Piper made a comment, and I said, well, why don't we just start it now? And I said, let's start off with Fester's Quest for the NES as a better game of the year. It's just a little
Okay.
running joke going on right now. So
Oh, okay, cool.
all right, so let's look at PlayStation Plus. Hood, Outlaw and Legends.
Never heard of it.
Oh, cool.
You've got
It's like For
Battle for
Honor,
Bikini
but
Bottom.
team based.
Yeah, the SpongeBob.
And we have
Battle.
Slay the Spire.
I have to say that
I've
looked
heard good
interesting to
things
me,
about Slayer.
but I don't know what it is.
little weak.
I
Little
have
weak this one.
no idea about Slay the Spire. Battle for Bikini Bottom.
Smash Brothers using
It's Smash Bros with
Yeah.
SpongeBob, yeah.
And
Pretty much.
Hood, I have not heard much of that since it released.
I remember like the full gameplay demo. Apparently, it's like you can do a 4-on-4 and you choose.
Well,
specific
I get it. What I'm
characters.
saying is we haven't heard much about
yeah.
of the game.
I don't
since
even
it
remember
launched.
it getting like heavily reviewed. Like I think it just got
Yeah.
released and that was it.
Slay the Spire, haven't heard anything about that one either. So honestly, these games kind of it's kind of weak, but
I
this
mean,
week, this month.
there's a
The
I think
PlayStation's
there's
defense, you can only give away so many good games.
Well-
There's gotta
Yeah, I
be
would
at least
say-
one month
yeah,
that you
I would
got-
just say
One
this
good,
Holy crap.
Too bad. I could
Huh.
take,
so here's the other
mean,
thing. I think here's
So
the
it's
thing.
it's a little weak this month.
I think it's going to be a little weaker going forward.
Weaker going forward. Oh,
Yes.
Oh,
because of
yeah.
The next
I
topic.
think you're right.
So we're gonna just
As we
move right on to the
segue,
we're gonna segue right into the next topic. The big one of the night is
we're gonna Paul Blart it up.
all new PlayStation Plus is coming in June. So PlayStation Plus and PlayStation Now are coming together. They're going to merge. So let's look at price points and then we can discuss this. So PlayStation Plus Essential, which is currently what we all have right now,
Just normal
2
PlayStation
monthly
Plus.
downloadable games, discounts, cloud storage, online multiplayer access. Nothing changes. It's still 10, 25, and 60 for the states. Okay.
Sweet. Okay.
Now I just want to put that into perspective. Is Nintendo Switch Online for Family Pass is $80 for 8 accounts with free games and discounts and all of that stuff.
Oh yeah, this is single, right?
Yeah.
This is per person. You have to spend $60, right? Now they're going to do PlayStation Plus Extra, which you get everything from Essential, plus it adds on PlayStation Now. So as they put it, a catalog of 400 of the most enjoyable PS4 and PS5 games, which currently PlayStation Now doesn't really have PlayStation 5, so that's an upgrade, including blockbuster hits from our PlayStation Studios catalog and third-party partners. Now, the caveat with this is they are not going to do day one PlayStation Studio games like Xbox is doing with Game Pass,
Okay.
because they think that they would lose value for their games if they did it that way.
Which
Okay.
is true. I mean, we've had
Okay.
that thought about Xbox Game Pass. anyways,
True,
so-
but
So this one, I think I'm gonna give. I'm gonna give it the De Niro. Like,
so you got keep your judgment.
I thought you were talking
We can
about De
discuss
Niro
this,
as
right?
in will give the money, not
So-
necessarily the actor.
You've got it's going to be $15 a month, 40 quarterly, or $100 per year. So basically, for an extra $30, sorry,
And how-
$40 per month, you add on PlayStation Now.
you
And how much
you
does
just
PlayStation
pretty much
Now
combine
cost
them.
right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
which
combine
is
them.
kind of what you're paying now. Okay. Now
But
let's
is
look
that
at
how much-
premium.
Is that how much PlayStation Plus costs now?
PlayStation Now is, if you combine the two, it is $100 per year.
Oh,
right now.
okay.
Okay, I mean that's
Ish.
fair.
But the tech
So
isn't
that-
great.
So that
The tech
basically
is
doesn't
not
change
That,
anything.
that is well, also with PlayStation Now actually working seamlessly. You know,
we
it should
hope.
have, hopefully,
We
yeah.
hope.
But that's what I mean.
And
That
then
would be
we got
okay.
PlayStation Premium, which is everything above that adds up to 340 additional games, including PS3 games available via cloud streaming, and a catalog of what they say beloved classic games, both for streaming and download options for the original PlayStation, PS2, and PSP. You get offers cloud streaming access for the original PS1 to PSP, PS4 games, time limited trials. And with the trials and stuff, this is why I don't think E3 is pretty much really going to be what it does, because I think PlayStation is going to go with this model, right? Okay, here's the thing. It is going to be $18 a month, $50 for a quarter, or $120 for a year.
So wait 1 second. I thought like beforehand, PlayStation Now had already included
Nope.
PlayStation, PS2, and PS3 games.
It did not. It was
Oh.
PS3 and some PS4.
I don't know how I feel about
Here's
paying
the
a
thing.
premium
For
for
older
older
games.
games.
Exactly. And that's the thing, is
I feel
$120.
like they should have switched it
is-
around.
120 is what Game Pass goes for.
Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't be
I-
surprised if they changed this up.
I don't think
Like-
so.
Like I feel like they should.
I don't think they do,
$100. It should have been the older.
Really?
games.
I hate to say this.
I think they
This-
think they think it's a good plan since it's not the exact same as Game Pass, because they're not giving the exclusive day
And-
one stuff.
And Jethrin, I'm interested to see what you think, because I know you guys have Game Pass and all of that, right? Between the crew on you guys. And I had at one point. I honestly, if I'm comparing these two services side by side, Game Pass and PlayStation Plus Premium for the same price, hate to say it,
Game Pass.
Game Pass.
I'd go Game Pass.
Especially the fact that you get day one on Microsoft Studio games,
Yeah.
Xbox Studio games, right? Those are day one. And
That's the kicker.
to
Oh my
me,
I don't fully understand this
As-
trials thing in order to
you're
test
you're-
before you buy. That's just a demo.
The demo disc.
You're
You're
gonna-
returning
they're bringing
the demo
back
disc,
demos.
man.
Yeah,
you're
it's a
gonna, but they're
freaking
gonna make you
demo.
pay for it.
That's
So
ridiculous.
Here's my thing is I think this is Sony arrogance, that they think that people love all these older games so much
Which a
they're
lot of
willing to
people do.
drop down $120 per year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I
Um,
think it's a decent amount of insecurity with the trials too, because if they
Mhm.
if they think that the people don't know whether or not they should buy the game and they need to release essentially demos, there's no confidence behind those games then.
Okay. Perfect. I mean, let me jump in right there with you, Theo. Perfect example is Bloodborne.
True.
Okay.
But there was a demo at least.
What? Exactly.
When it first came
That's-
out, there was a demo.
No, but that's what PlayStation Plus Premium is giving you. You know,
Yeah.
you get. Had I known that, like, you know, Bloodborne is going to be like just slamming my head against the wall because it's not my style of game,
Mhm.
I paid
Yeah.
$60 for it. You know, do I regret it? Yeah, all the time, because it's not my style of game. But I
you
hear
don't regret Sekiro?
Oh, I still regret Sekiro too.
Yeah,
Oh,
but that was
Sekiro-
Black. That was
You
Black
went
Friday.
knowing.
Sekiro was only $20 or $15.
Yeah, that was a Black
Oh,
Friday
okay.
deal.
That's a Black
That-
Friday.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, but like if you
We
get
both
a
bought
day
that
one
on Black
game,
Friday.
you know, like yes, like you do get that on Game Pass, and you're like, all right, sweet. If you like it, cool. If you don't, cool. But here you have those demos you can try out again. You can actually feel it out, because I just wasted $60 on a game that I really haven't even opened because, or I haven't really gone through, because I was like, yo, like
Here's
I
this
just don't. I
bashing
just
my
don't
head
feel
against the
like
wall.
that's a premium priced feature. I feel
But
like
I mean,
it's
like
not.
again and again too, you guys always forget that retro is in right now. So
yeah,
do
but
you
is
do you
is it
want to
in
do you want to
be-
pay $100 to get a PS1 game that you wish you had again? Like, yeah, because they're
No.
a dime a dozen. You know, like you literally have to search on eBay. You have to search, like, scour the internet for
But
that.
hold on
one
though.
game.
In order to play that game, you're going to have to be continually paying $120 per year.
I mean, like, you already do it as a Game Pass. You already do it. You're already
Well,
No,
doing
I'm
you
paying
still
60.
have-
I'm
but-
paying $60.
But it
That's the
sounds
thing
like
is
you
you're
still have
asking
the
me-
ability to buy those old games, though. It sounds like.
No, you're not
Is
going to.
it-
As far as I'm aware, you're only
But
going to be
what's
on
the
game.
point of
on
the trial then? Because they even said in
No,
the
no, no.
line
So
is
the
they can
trials,
test
the
it
trials are
before
going
they
to be
buy.
like, no, it's not the PlayStation. It's not PlayStation 1, 2, or anything like that. It's going to be some of the newer stuff getting ready to come out, or it just came out, like a time trial of God of War,
Oh, Jesus.
or
No,
a time
that's
trial of Death
awful.
Stranding, or
No, just bring back
a
demos. Don't make us pay an extra
God of War-
$60 for demos.
God of War Ragnarok. You know, that's what it is. That's what those
Yeah.
time trials are. It's not the PlayStation 1,
I'm not
2
paying
PSP
$60 for demos.
So-
Bullshit.
Here's my thing is you're asking me to pay an extra $60 or what I've already paying. And now here's the thing is I pay for 2 PlayStation Pluses in this household.
Right.
So that's automatically going to jump me to $240. But you look at the average person right now, if they're walking into a store, they're looking at PlayStation, Xbox, and Switch. And you look at the online components with each. I hate to say this, PlayStation for me, when as much as I love the game, so I'm taking out just overall price point of the console and what your pricing is for online. Okay.
Yeah.
PlayStation is now the least attractive.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
agreed.
Totally agree.
And that pains me to say that they are the least attractive now. If I look at them just from a console price
Yeah.
point and the cost of their online subscriptions, because you can get in on Xbox for $300 for what, $350 for an Xbox Series S and $120 for Game Pass.
Right.
So right there, you're at the cost of a PlayStation 5.
Well, can't even still Xbox One X, so a previous gen, still play Game Pass?
If you can
One
find
X,
it.
You
but
have the forced upgrades, but you can still do Game Pass on it.
Xbox One X's have been discontinued.
Right.
The only
but,
consoles being made now are S and X.
But you can find an
But-
old one.
Well, you could,
reused.
yes, and you can use Game Pass on it. Absolutely, you can. So, but when you look at it, right, a digital PS5 is $400. One with a disc is $500.
Right.
So, if you're a purist, like 2 people on this show,
Gotcha, Jay.
you're
fine,
looking
baby.
at
Yeah.
between that and if you want to go with something like that full entry, you're looking $620 just before you buy any games and accessories. You look at Series S, $350 plus $120 there for a year on Game Pass, and
And you're good to
your
go.
Game Pass. And think about this: with Game Pass, you're going to get Starfield day one.
Mhm.
You know, you
Yep.
got Halo day one. You got, I mean, well,
And it's pretty
Half of them.
frequently that there's
Yeah.
free trials of Game
But-
Pass that at least last 1 month.
yes. So that's the thing. And then you look at the Switch, right? And you got $300 if you go with the standard Switch 2.0, or you're looking $350 if you go OLED,
Right.
which the OLEDs are starting to show up. I saw one in Target when I was in there today. They had
Oh, wow.
OLED. They had an OLED and 6 switches right there.
Oh wow.
Which was nice. And I look at that OLED, I'm like, ooh, you are so pretty. But then I think about it is I honestly think that the delay that was announced this week of Breath of the Wild 2 into spring of 2023, part of me wonders, are they queuing up a new Switch?
I feel like
And-
I feel like this is deja vu. We theorize this every time it gets pushed
Yeah.
back.
Well, but here's the thing, though.
Every
is
time it gets pushed back.
look at how old the
specifically
look
Breath
at how
of
old the
Wild.
Switch is, though. Look how old the Switch is.
Yeah, it's reaching
Yeah.
It's
end
reaching
of life.
It's
Yeah.
kind of getting towards that point. But when I
But at
when
the
you
same
look at
time,
it-
do you really think Breath of the Wild, even if it gets slightly upgraded, is process heavy enough to need?
No,
well, no,
upgrade
you're gonna
in-
get
in
it's gonna be a
hardware?
it's gonna be a Switch Pro. You're gonna be something like that. It's gonna be beefier hardware,
I
and
don't
you're
think-
gonna want.
I don't think the game's
game-
going to need to be in Pro though.
nope.
No.
It's going to be
No.
just like the previous one, whereas you can
Yeah,
get it for
It was Wii U
or-
and it was Wii U and Switch.
Yeah.
So I think it's gonna be that same type of thing. But when you look at it, right, you can get a Switch for $3 or an OLED for $350. And the price for the individual Switch Online, which gets you NES and Super Nintendo, is $20 for a year. If you want the
Yeah, that's
Well,
not
let's,
bad.
if you want
be
the
frank about
if you want the expansion one, it's $50.
like let's just be frank on how big the roster is for NES and Nintendo and Super Nintendo. Like, let's be frank. There's some good games, but there's only a few good games.
Well, that's because
There's-
they're all super old. I mean, like,
Well, so
it's a
I
big
will-
difference in
Jason,
age for
I
those
will-
games.
Hold on, Jason. I will absolutely agree with you when it comes to Nintendo, like the actual NES VC, because a lot of the games they brought out are like special play. It's like SP and then
Baseball.
SP Plus and
Golf.
like. But honestly, for me, that is absolutely worth $20 a year to have Super Metroid, Link to the Past, Super Mario World, F-Zero, Super
Okay.
Punch Out. I mean, we could keep
Yeah.
going on the list.
Yeah,
And
I
for
mean,
me,
you can count the whole
$20 is
50. You can count
absolute-
the whole 50 games
Yeah.
as $20 worth it. You know, and I'm the only reason why I am still defending that $60 price point is because you're getting PlayStation 2, PSP.
No, you're getting, it's not 60. It's an additional 60 per year.
Yeah,
It's $120.
yeah, $120.
Yeah.
So you originally right now you pay for the PlayStation Plus right now.
Mhm.
You know,
For free games
For-
a month and online play.
yes, for $60.
Mhm.
Yes, right. Okay, we all established that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
So for an additional 60, you get a lot of old retro games.
Mhm.
What was it, 300 roughly that they said?
We don't know what that catalog is yet. They haven't even
It
Exactly.
said,
decided on it.
it said 340 was the
340.
additional. Yes,
So
it's
I'll round,
estimated
I'll round
340.
down. I'll round down to 300. You know,
It said
of
400 for the PS4,
Well, no, so hold on.
PS5.
No, see,
was the
here's what you guys
catalog.
aren't. Hold on though. Let's be frank with this. It is adds 340 additional games, including PS3, PlayStation 1, PS2, and PSP.
okay.
Here's the thing: is
Okay.
they're going to cheat this in because there is a ton of PS3 games in PlayStation now right now.
Yeah.
So
Well, does that
basically,
what- yeah, you might need to bring this back up, man. Like Matt, you might need to
Watch.
bring that
Okay.
whole thing back up because
here let's look at this. Okay, let's look at this again. Here's PlayStation Plus Extra. Okay,
okay,
this
so
is that extra $40 a month or a year, right?
What-
Adds on a catalog of 400 of the most enjoyable PS4 and PS5 games.
why is
So
there an asterisk?
basically, they have
It's
removed.
estimated.
Let's go find out what the asterisks mean.
Yeah.
Local pricing may vary. So that's okay.
pricing. Okay, I don't care about the pricing. As
Okay.
long as-
So here's the thing with this though is current PlayStation now, right now, has PS3 and PS4.
And
So what they're doing is they're removing PS3 from PlayStation Now, charging you $40 extra per year so you can play some PS4 and PS5 games via
PS3, PS4.
PS4,
Oh,
PS5.
PS4.
They are removing the PS3 access from PlayStation Now if you go PlayStation Plus Extra.
I can kind of understand that move to justify the pricing for giving you 4 different forms of PlayStation. And then if you don't want to pay for all of that for all the retro,
it's technically-
just get PS4 and PS5. I mean,
But
it's
here-
kind of giving you like I think a decent option.
But here's what I'm saying is with PlayStation Now already, you have access to PS3 and PS4. So anybody
Yeah.
who is on PlayStation Now right now, once this kicks in June,
They're gonna
loses
lose it.
access to they're going to lose access to PS3 unless
Yeah.
they go with the full on $120 per year.
I understand that.
Right.
Yeah, no, I understand exactly
get
what
it.
you're trying to say, man. But this is what I'm trying to. This is what I'm trying to explain for me, is that if I did not have my collection of PlayStation 1, 2, 3 games, 1, 2, 3, 4 PSP, if I didn't have that collection, wouldn't it be worth it to, start Assassin's Creed from number one, or not even Assassin's Creed, start Crash Bandicoot, which now switched over to Xbox, but play Crash Bandicoot 1 all the way from the beginning.
So PlayStation now does currently have some PS2 on it. So
start God of War from the beginning. Would you be able to do that if you didn't have that premium? Would you be able to do that, like,
yes,
and get into the whole thing?
I can do it for $60.
And technically, if you're
Well,
willing
I mean,
enough,
no, if you're
go
looking,
to a
okay, wait, hold
GameStop
on.
and actually buy
Are we
it, I'm
talking
sure
like
it's still in stock.
OG?
Like-
We're talking OG original God of War,
Like
right?
original God of War,
Okay.
2000.
I'm sure that's still in stock and used in a used bin.
But if you don't have a
Yeah, but
PlayStation,
if you
what
don't
he's
have a
saying is if you don't have
PlayStation 2,
PlayStation 3,
If you
or
don't have
two,
PlayStation
you
2 to
can't
play
play
it, you can't play it. You can buy the game for $5, easy, no problem.
But you have to buy the console. You have to buy the controller.
You have to buy the memory. You have to buy the memory card.
Hey,
Because memory card.
Jerry, my wife says hi.
But I do see where you're getting at
Yeah.
from a PlayStation person, that like we go way back with it.
Yes.
And because we go way back, it's going to be, we have all those games already. But if we don't have those games already, or if we don't have those consoles, like if we got into God of War, like, okay, you find out, oh yeah, Kratos has a son. Okay, cool. Like, he has these things that he, got from he pulled from the bottom of his shed. Like, why does this mean so much? You don't have that history. Now you can get that history back.
I can see that, but
for all of it.
I think to Theo's point, it should be flipped.
I mean, I get Jason's point, but with Jason's point, I feel like they shouldn't try to sell it as a combined
correct
thing. Like yeah, if you sold me like, hey, we have PlayStation Plus, and now PlayStation Now is getting better, and then now it's $60 per year to have all these games, that's a better selling point to me, rather than saying, oh, we're changing the whole thing. They're combined, but we're
paywall. We're also gonna paywall what you've already been playing.
Right.
I mean, it's always been that way. I just feel that because we haven't been accustomed to it, like it's always been that way in Xbox. But it's just coming.
Honestly, I think the biggest problem we all have really is the price point. I think if the price point was lower on all three, I maybe not on all three, but on the new ones.
Like, I was kind of I think I was following Jason's point pretty well with like, even with the price with the Nintendo one, like, you're paying a pretty decent price for not nearly as many games, really, for catalog size, but but that is still required to play online with friends, and it's giving you a catalog but that you said it was like 50 for the deluxe, right? For a little
50,
bit extra.
It's 50 for what, and with the deluxe, right? You get N64,
right?
You get Sega Genesis, which I know Jason has benefited from the Sega Genesis on his Switch.
One game.
It doesn't matter. You've still benefited from it.
One game. Like,
but hold on, let me ask you a question. Is Shining Force worth spending $50 a year?
See, and this is the thing.
Hold on.
No.
Answer the question. Is Shining Force worth the $50 a year?
No, it's not.
Is Final Fantasy
Tactics worth for $50 for 1 year?
Hold on. Is Final Fantasy Tactics worth $120 per year?
No, because you can get that on the phone.
Yeah.
This is where I'm going. This is see, my logic is
you're okay. So of all I see your logic right now, Matt. But if you want to put that, I only play one game on the Sega Genesis, like Drive. Yeah. That's it. So you want to pay for one game? That's why I say no.
Hold on. Is Ocarina of Time worth $50.
I mean,
Okay.
you can't.
But with your still,
It's
points,
just like
let's
saying-
go
it's
from
just
a
like-
different perspective of this with the $50. Since that includes being able to play on
Like,
or
once-
required to
It includes-
play
so
online.
once you beat
being
the
required
game,
to play online, whereas PlayStation requires $60 in order to play online. We both know that, or we all know, the experience to play online on Switch sucks.
True.
Yeah.
I don't get me wrong.
yeah,
But
no.
I will say this, at least with the $50 though, you get the entire Mario Kart expansion pass. You got the entire expansion pass for Animal Crossing. They're going to be adding more into that. So I just still look at it
On
though, I
top
still
of the
think-
libraries,
I
Sega
see.
Genesis,
This is the thing, and then
64 and SNES.
we're
Yeah.
honestly just speculating that it's like random games, like second-rate games that you'd have no like love for.
I really think, honestly, the way I look at this, and now seeing these price points and what they're doing with this, I can kind of see where that power struggle was starting to happen with Jim Ryan and Sean Layden. Jim Ryan wanted something like this. Sean Layden was still wanting to hold with single player, not having mass subscription services.
Exactly, because PlayStation has not done that before, because PlayStation is
And-
more again, and I go back to Jerry knows it, is either you have a family and you get a Nintendo, you play shooters and you get Xbox, or you get story and you play single player with PlayStation.
But that doesn't hold true as far as story and everything, because Switch is getting their fair share of RPGs that have fantastic stories.
just recently, at the same
But
time,
I still feel like
But what do you
PlayStation
count
is
as
still
fair
relevant.
share,
and,
though?
like
For
still,
No,
the
I get that. I just think that from a pricing perspective, and I think Theo, you were like, I would agree with it if you flipped it around.
I still.
So
think
here's
that it
my
should
thing:
be
is you
flipped
pay,
that
you're going to pay an extra $40 on top of what you're already paying, and you're going to get
for all the
some
old stuff.
You're going to get PS1, PS2, PSP, and some PS3. Okay,
Yeah.
but if you want to be able to play PS5 streaming and everything like that, that's where $120 should come in. To me, if it was flipped,
I see
if it
that
was
more.
flipped
But
around,
yeah,
I would absolutely be like, cool, $120 I think is completely worth it if you're going to be doing PS5 and everything like that. But to tell me I got to pay an extra $20 a month to be able to do PS1, 2, and PSP,
Right.
you
and some
have the
PS3.
games. That's why. That's why it's hard for you to make that decision.
no, I don't have those
No,
games.
not really, because I mean because that's the whole purpose of the subscription, just like with Game Pass.
Yeah.
It's to prevent you from necessarily purchasing games to have them forever.
And at this point,
That's the primary
we don't
purpose.
we don't know if you're going to be able to buy the PS1 and the PS2 games and the
Right.
PSP games. You can only buy, I think it's like 10 PS2 games right now on the PlayStation Store.
Hmm.
That's it. Everything else, you can't even buy PS3 games on the store. So we don't even know if you're going to be able to buy them. Now, if they come out and say, here's my catalog, here's our 700 games or whatever it is total for that 120, and by doing so, you have the ability to buy the game permanently, and that's the only way to do it, then yeah, I might sign up for $120 per year so I can get some discounts on PS1 and 2 classics. But if they sell them by themselves separately, like they do right now, I mean, like they were doing on the PSP, I'm not worried about it. It's $120 to play some older games that I already have. No.
I think it's
Just-
primarily
that's-
a fault, a
That's
failure
exactly
on marketing.
what I'm trying to. That's
Mhm.
exactly what I'm trying to say. When you just said, "Oh, 120 to play games that I might already have," no, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Like, I don't have a lot of the PS2 games that I wanted to buy, because that was when I was still younger, didn't have a job, etc., etc.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And it is those games, like I could name off a couple from PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 that I wish I had bought. I'd wish I had been able to rent or play or get a hold
So you're
of.
saying that you definitely see like that there's a market for this, and
There's a market, and
there's going to be a
there's
demand.
You guys-
But
you
I
guys
think
have
you're,
not-
but I think you're supporting the thought to switch it for the price. It should be $40 just for all the
No,
old
because
stuff and still have that ability to get
No,
it.
because I get what they're trying to do with that middle tier and having you be able to
But-
play the most recent games, the PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5.
But
You
you're
know?
putting, so that means you're basically putting a premium on the older stuff.
On retro stuff that you cannot
There
get your
should
hands
be-
on.
There should be a premium
is
more
true.
on being able to
Because
stream PS5.
they would be harder to find if you wanted to play them.
Like
But think
Valkyrie
about this,
Profile,
though.
for example. Valkyrie Profile, for example.
Mhm.
If that goes on to the catalog on the premium, that's a $200
Oh,
game.
you know it will. You know it will. So
Exactly.
because
Like,
the new game's coming. But here's what I'm saying is though, is that I should be paying a premium to be streaming PS5, not PS1.
But to Jason's point, you
wanna pay
buy
more,
PS5 rather than you can't possibly play PS3.
I would-
So you want to pay
so-
more to play PlayStation
No,
5?
I'd want the. I'd
No,
want
no. Well,
the
because
more
when you look at
up-to-date,
it, a
no?
PS5 game is $70.
Yes.
Okay. So if you're going to be putting PS5 games on there, honestly,
Wouldn't you want to
it's-
do it for like that $20 extra so you can have that?
So I would say this: if I'm paying $60, for me, if it was $40 a month or a year, $40 a year extra to get PS1, PS2, PSP, and PS3, that is attractive to me. That I would probably drop the $40 to do that, to play, depending on the titles within that catalog, right?
But you just said you would pay you should pay a premium for PS5.
I would pay the.
and there you're charging $40.
Well, but here's the thing is though,
PS5.
is me as a PS5 owner, you're telling me it's going to cost me $60 more to stream PS5 games versus $40. You're basically saying, well, we think that you need to pay more to play PS1. I think the marketing.
starting
is
to kinda
bad.
get
I
that
didn't
now.
follow that. at
So
all,
okay, so
sorry.
here's the thing. Think about this. Okay, so me as a PS5 owner, I'm paying $70 per game. Okay,
Okay.
Yes.
so now you're going to take that $70 per game and you're going to silo it into a $40 increase.
Correct.
And then you're going to tell me as a PS5 owner, if I already have all the games that they're putting out for PS5 as part of this on a, as of right now, crap architecture.
Okay.
Honestly, the way the streaming was on PlayStation Now, I would put it on par with Switch Online.
Okay.
It was that unstable. But then you're going to say, okay, fine. We think in order for you to be able to play PS1 games, you need to pay an extra $20 on top of that. For me as a consumer, I would absolutely really think about paying $40 to play PS1 games in my current state.
Okay.
When you think
So
about
you
I'm-
do not want to stream PS5.
why?
No, he does. So he ends up saying that it's like it shouldn't necessarily be equivalent of a total of $60 just to play PS1. That you're
Correct.
strong armed into paying extra
Correct.
$60 to do older games. And that's
Yes.
the whole thing with the Switch thing that or flipping them would probably make it more attractive. I still
Correct.
think it should be still held separate. And I think it's a failure on marketing to try to make it combined.
I just think it should be an extra $40 a month to be PS1, PS2, PSP, and some PS3 games. And then if you want to stream PS5
Make it another
and get
20.
that, pay that extra $20.
Yeah.
Because honestly,
okay.
so if you look at that, right,
Because that
look
would
at
be
game-
more attractive to current PS5 owners
Correct.
that already have games, because it's now saying I no longer have to pay $70 per game. I'm only going to pay an extra $20 a year, and I have my full
Yep.
PS5 catalog.
correct.
Granted, it's later because it's
But
not
look
day
at
one
but you look
crap,
at what Game
but
Pass
still.
does, right? It's 120 for a year. You're getting day one, plus you're getting back catalog. You're getting 360. You're getting Xbox One. You're getting all of that on Game Pass. So for that, it is way more of an attractive thing.
Mhm.
I see it
I-
as the same. Like
So
Xbox and PlayStation.
I'm actually going
I
to
do
put
see
this
it.
out there. I'm going to put this out there because I feel like it's a failure on marketing. How would you find it at all more attractive if they followed kind of like an Amazon or YouTube TV front to where that you could buy channels, so you could buy specifically PS1 separate from PS2,
Ooh,
or
yeah.
buy PS4 separate, as well as it's only like
So
maybe
let's
10
put
bucks,
this out there.
10 bucks additional. a
I don't
month
know
or
if that would be
whatever.
great though.
I want to put this out there. So because we're getting there. And we're all kind of, we know what we're talking about. We all have our stances and it's all that. So, for those that are listening to this episode and watching it on YouTube, leave those comments. Let us know what you
Please.
think. So we can talk about it next week.
And Sony marketing, hire us, please.
Let us know what you guys think for sure. Let us know what you guys think for sure, because like.
Yep. So with that though, honestly, because it's getting late, I am exhausted. My mental capacity is fried. So with this, so to everyone that kind of crashed in tonight, Jethrin and Newman, it's great seeing you again, and my wife. Thank you for crashing game night with us tonight. It's our pleasure as always to kind of at least try and maybe give you guys a little bit of laughter or whatever in these dark times, especially what's going on over in Europe. To the folks that are in Ukraine, keep up the fight, stay safe though. You guys are definitely impressing the world right now with what you're doing. If you first time tuning in, make sure that subscribe button on the platform of your choice. Make sure you get the next episodes. Head on over to crashinggamenight.com. You'll get all of our links to all of our podcast platforms and to our YouTube channel, as well as you'll be able to see and listen to those past episodes going all the way back. So
there's some goodies.
Yeah. So with that, just everybody, please just be excellent to each other and stay frosty.
That's right, everybody. Stay frosty, stay cold, stay cool.
Speaking of
Thank you.
frosty, I'm just going to interject really quick. I'm sorry. But
What-
even though I'll get
what's going
flack
on?
for
Is
this,
this reality
I
TV?
watched Aliens for the first time.
Yeah.
With it, and the amount of Stay Frosty is just in my head. But
Booyah!
I'm sorry. I just have to interject.
Thank you, nerds, for joining. Thank you for watching. Once again, please always show your support for these groups and people. Stop that Asian hate. Please show your support for the Black Lives Matter and your LGBTQ movement plus community. Please just show your support. Lend a helping hand. Let's just spread more love and compassion. I know the Oscars was obviously a big.
I was gonna make a joke about that
thing.
today.
I don't want to make a joke of it. It's definitely. I'm disappointed on many levels, but I will say, let's just try and move on. Let's try and forgive, and let's try and move forward. And
be kind. Rewind.
Yeah, just be kind.
That's fine. That's fine,
Yeah,
man. I literally was gonna make an Oscar joke.
Show
today.
some caring. So thank you guys.
We're gonna stay away from that because honestly, what Jada Pinkett Smith is going through right now from a medical perspective is not.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's why I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna make the Oscar joke, but it's okay. But again, guys, stay safe out there. If you're as per usual, if you're not vaccinated, please, if you can do so, please, that end of the tunnel is right there. Going to a lot more places where everybody is maskless. So even if it's mostly gone, it still lingers. So if you can, please just be safe out there. As Matt said earlier, be kind, rewind, man. Just, we've been almost at the 3-year mark with this. So, stay safe, social distance. I miss it.
Yep.
I've been so used to wearing a mask. It's just like another. So used to it. Anyways, though, my man.
Putting on socks.
Yeah, it's like putting on socks. My man, Theo, hanging out on the
Please tell me you
backside.
regularly put on socks. Please tell me you regularly put on socks.
Oh yeah.
Like, no, don't give me that look about putting on socks.
Yeah. Theo, why don't you just,
my
why don't we
man,
just
Keep
head
her
on
watching.
over
from the backside.
Till next time, TTFN. Ta-ta for now.
we're in the pipe. Bye. Good night, everybody.
We're